Sam Rush from the Usatf Minnesota and down the backstretch, here with Kelly Brinkman at the US National Road Racing Championships in Alexandria, Virginia. Hello, Kelly.
Hi.
Kelly, we've got a couple questions for you today. Kind of give us kind of a rundown of your season and how you got to be here at this, essentially an invitational race.
Yeah, I had a great start to the summer. I started training with Ron Byland last fall and was actually on a regimented schedule throughout the winter and early spring. Had some great PRs in early summer at the Bryan Craft 5K, Dam to Dam 20K, and then at the USA Half Marathon Championships up in Duluth, and that was how I earned my spot. All racers tomorrow have placed in the top 10 at some sort of national circuit championship event, which is pretty intimidating and pretty impressive, so it's an awesome field to be competing with, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
So do you have any goals for tomorrow?
I laugh because it's been a rough past couple of months for me. I've been sick and not able to train at full strength, so my fitness level is pretty low, especially considering you're coming into a meet with a lot of seasoned professionals and women who are at their peak because they had been training for a fall marathon. So my goal, quite honestly, is to have fun and just run to the best of my abilities with where I'm at right now, understanding that I'm not at my peak, but that I've earned a spot here, so I know I belong here. I just need to get back to that eventually.
Okay. So you've had some good head-to-head competition with Megan Payton. Can you kind of talk about that? And do you...
Yeah, she's actually my roommate this weekend. We're both from Minnesota, so I think they might have paired us together for that reason. And as with any of the other women, of course, when you step on the line, you're competitive with them. But as a sport in general, I really am more excited about getting to know these women, off the race course. And they're a bunch of phenomenal people with a bunch of different backgrounds and coming from all over the country, and most of them are professionals, and so they're able to train a lot and have a lot of race experiences that I can learn from. In terms of whether or not it's a showdown with Megan and I, unfortunately, I'd love to say yes, it is, but she's extremely fit right now and just ran a great Twin Cities marathon. She's coming off of being the 20K champ out in Connecticut, so she's running really well, and I hope for her to have a great race tomorrow because I know she's also in the series hunt for ending up the entire series of Summer Circuit. So I'd love to be up there battling with her, and that's, I hope to, but realistically, she'll probably have quite an advantage on me tomorrow.
And one more last serious question, at least.
Yes.
You've been running for a long time. You ran at Iowa State. Mm-hmm. What was kind of your motivation for getting involved with running? Why do you like to run?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. I guess I've always been athletic and loved to be active and healthy, and as I got older, through college and after college, a lot of other sports, things like, basketball, or, if you're a guy, football or baseball, those things kind of rely on teams, and it gets more difficult as you get older to stay competitive and find enough people who are going to be at your level and at your time and schedule in life. And running is just something, anybody can do at any time. All you need is a pair of shoes, really. So it's just been something that, is enjoyable for me, and it's a personal challenge. Each race is a different, circumstance of where you're at fitness-wise and mentally-wise and competition-wise. And so it's just always a really fun challenge, I think. And being able to, like I said, do it anywhere and everywhere that you want is just the beauty of it. So I guess it's kind of I don't know, I always feel like I'm waxing poetic about running, but I just love it. I have a passion for it, and I hope to do it for, indefinitely the rest of my life. So yeah.
Awesome. All right, so for our next series of questions here, they're not very serious, but very important questions nonetheless. So questions for you. Lady Gaga's Applause or Katy Perry's Roar?
Oh, I live for the applause, applause, applause. Yeah, I'm a terrible singer, but yes, Gaga, for sure.
Okay. Duck Duck Goose or Duck Duck Grey Duck?
I know where this is going. I think Duck Duck Goose. I think. Am I going to get kicked out of Minnesota for saying that? I don't know. Goose. I'm a gooser.
You're a gooser? Well, I don't know if you really are a Minnesotan then. I'm going to ask the question of bubbler versus water fountain, but we won't go there. That could be too controversial. Rebel Alliance or Empire?
I don't even know what that question means. I don't.
Star Wars.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll move on with that one.
Not sci-fi inclined. Sorry.
That's okay. Two more questions, but one very, very serious. Porta potties. What's the best porta potty around town? And when I say around town, I mean Minneapolis.
Yeah. Gosh, the lakes have some good ones. I would have to say, though, there's one. I live in St. Louis Park, and there's a little park right on Louisiana Avenue, and it's I call it the ensuite. It's like the handicap accessible stall, so it's gigantic, and when I'm out running, it's always, in the back of my mind, if I need a rest stop, that's where I'm ducking in.
So what makes it so...
It's ginormous. It's really big, and so whether I'm running by myself or with my dog can come in there with me, and it usually smells pretty, for a porta potty, it smells all right. They keep it clean. They keep it maintained. There's always toilet paper. It's fantastic.
So you'd give it, like, on a scale of 1 to 2 rolls, you give it 2 rolls, and then, like, on a scale of
2 rolls of, like, Charmin Extra Plush.
Ooh! That sounds good. I have to check that one out then.
Yeah.
Last question. Do you have any superstitions or rituals you have that you have to do before a race?
I used to be really superstitious. Like, I had lucky t-shirts and lucky sports bras and lucky this and that and the other. Now I think it comes down to being less superstitious and less having a routine, because that familiarity of a routine kind of relaxes me. And so if I know I'm going through the same kind of motions on a race day, whether I'm in Minnesota or whether I'm in Virginia or whether it's 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. or 90 degrees or 9 degrees, having that kind of ritual, I think, not only makes your body able to respond and actually race better, but mentally it's just kind of a calming thing. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's superstitious, but there's definitely some rituals going on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Can you share any specifics of those, or are those for
no,
not shareable?
Yeah, I would say they're part of my mojo, so I got to keep that on the down low.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Kelly.
Yep, thanks.